your your wife is not experienced. So what it simply means is you have to teach her. You have to teach her what to do. Facebook, forgive me this afternoon. I'm trying to fix you up, right? So you need to teach her what to do, okay? Brother, you are not a virgin. You have a more experience, right? And your wife is a virgin, okay? She doesn't know anything. She doesn't have any experience at this point. So what it simply means is that you will have to teach her, okay? You have to teach her, tell her what to do, and how you can get her disvirgined. How you can get her disvirgined. Thank you. I see you all coming. I wish I can greet everyone as you are coming in. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Welcome to Love Clinic. It's another wonderful time. Facebook, I really apologize. I don't know what's happening today, okay? But I'm sure I've gotten it fixed already. Now, so I'm just taking a question that says, how do you endure a virgin as a wife? How do you endure a virgin as a wife? Please, I don't know. I'm sorry about this. But the truth is, you need to endure your virgin wife, okay? It's something that is of a great pride. It's something of great value. Men are looking for virgins. Men, isn't it? You are looking for virgin, but it seems like virgin is not in thing anymore. Virgin is not common, like, right? But I know there are still great virgins existing around us. So, sir, please find where the root is, locate the right root, and break the seal. You need to break the seal, because if you don't break the seal, then you won't have to enjoy yourselves. But okay, you are married, please enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. All you need to do is break the seal. Break the seal. And once you break the seal, you are good to go. You are good to go. Okay. And this other one says, how do you handle a relationship whereby your partner listens to the opinions of friends? Listens to the opinions of friends. You see, somebody sent me a message and was telling me about how she had introduced her boyfriend to another person, and before you knew it, two of them are more closer than she and the boy is. And my question to you is, why bring your friend into a relationship that you yourself you are not sure of? Why bring your friend into it? Why bring your friend into it? So there are things that we go through. They are just caused by us, not anybody. The relationship that you are still trying to build, you haven't really built it to the point where you want. You are already introducing a friend to it. Okay? If you're someone who does that, if you're not careful, what it simply means is you find out your friend, always coming into your relationship, and decisions that you should take even without you getting advice from anyone. Decisions that are just so harmless, but you see yourself not being able to take those decisions because that relationship is not just for two, it has become for three, and three is a crowd in relationship. Okay, so if you find that kind of guy who cannot take decision by himself, he needs to listen to the opinion of his friends, of his relative, of whatever. Is dangerous. Is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And you need to do something about it. If you ask me, what should I do? I would say to you, can you please call this guy, sit him down and say, guy, are you a baby or you are a man? If he says, I'm a man, then you say, please, can we discuss our issues? We don't need outsiders to get involved in our issues. Can we just you know, talk about it. Whatever issue it is, let's talk about it instead of getting people involved. And if you don't, excuse me, if you don't take it that way, you will see that you will end up getting your relationship built on the opinions of people. So, sweetheart, please speak to him. Let him know and let him see reasons with you why, excuse me, why he should be able to take decisions all by himself. All right. So, that's what I'll be treating for. Excuse me. Oh my God, what's happening to me today? What I'll be treating for today. So I will run to the topic that I said I was going to talk about, which is depression. Depression. A lot of people are going through depression. I think it's high time I speak about it. I've been through it, so I know what it is to be depressed. I've been through it. He almost took me off the line. He almost took me off the line. And you know, that feelings where the people you trust so much, the people you hold a lot of respect for, the people who you kind of cherish so much, when they suddenly become the enemies that you have, it's enough to depress anyone. It's very, very enough to depress anyone. So it's something that if you don't look at it, if you're not careful, you will just begin to feel so condemned, even without anybody condemning you. Depression is real, and depression is eating a lot of people up. A lot of people. A lot of people. I've had to discuss with a lot of people, and I've just seen that it's because they kind of have this thing inside of them that says they are not good enough. And I must say when I say I've gone through it, I know what I'm talking about. You know, you do everything, it's not working. You put your hands in this one, you record failure. You do this one, it doesn't go well. If anything good is coming, it doesn't come to you. If anything bad is coming, it comes to you, and you just cannot put it together, and you cannot just understand what it is that the issue is. So depression is for real. It's for real. And it's high time we begin to check on ourselves. It's high time we begin to allow people flow. Just when I say flow, I'm not saying allow them swim in their sins. No. As in, just give them some space. Give them some space. And when I say space, I mean that kind of space where you are able to say to them, you are safe around me. You are safe around me. These days, we hardly find friends that we can say, okay, with this one, my secret is intact. With this one, my back is covered. It's almost becoming like they are not available. So depression is real. And you would ask me, what is depression? Because a lot of people are depressed, but they don't know that they are depressed. A lot of people. It took me calling somebody's attention that you are already going through depression. And she could not even understand what I was saying. And I said, you are going through depression already. And by the time I laid out all the things I was noticing, and she said I was very correct. So she was at that depressed state, but she didn't know. So quite a number of us are going through depression without knowing. Now you ask me, what is depression? Depression is a mood disorder. Depression is a mood disorder. When you suddenly become a sadist, when suddenly everything irritates you, when suddenly your joy, you don't find them anymore. You just cannot explain what it is. Nothing gives you joy. Nothing makes you happy. When you even hear that somebody, maybe for instance, somebody just bought a car, instead of you to be happy for the person, you are sad. You are going through depression already. It's a mood disorder. When suddenly, when you begin to experience that change, there's something is going on inside of you. It's not a normal thing. So depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. That word persistent, mark it. Yes, there are times where you become sad, but when that sadness becomes persistent, then you are depressed. When you don't find joy in good news, sweetheart, you are depressed. And there must be something wrong. It is until you speak out that you will be able to, at least you understand that really there's something wrong with me. And if you don't do that, it will persist. It's not something you will say, okay, when I drink Panadol, I'll be fine. No, it will persist. And before you know it, some things begin to go wrong. Now, depression, it affects your thinking. Depression affects your feelings. Depression affects your behaviors. It affects your thinking. It affects your feelings. And it affects your behaviors. And it can lead to emotional and physical issues. When you find people who are doing things that you just wonder, why is this person behaving like this? The person might just be depressed. The person might just be depressed. And amazing thing is that quite a number of them are around us. So many, we have a lot of them living around us. Some of them are inside the same house with us. Some of them are just so close to us. And they are going through these things because we don't see, we don't know what it is. So you just feel, those times like this person doesn't wish you well. Not that they don't wish you well. They are depressed. They are depressed. So somehow you just see that they have, they have this idea of, they don't see anything good in what you do. They just don't see anything good. Such people are depressed. And we have a lot of around us. Now, because Dr. Lee, I'm going just to, I want to just concentrate how it concerns our marriages, relationships, and also I'm just going to touch some few places. So I won't speak on depression as a very big subject, but I'll just try and compress this a little because it's a very big, subject. Now, there are several causes of depression. It could be family history. It could be early childhood trauma. I'm sure you see the rape going on. I don't know what is in the body of a 7-year-old girl that somebody will rape. I don't know what is in the body of a 3-year-old girl that a man will rape. And you see, for that child, she could be 3 years, but I can say to you, she will never forget. The 7-year-old girl that was raped will never forget that experience. So when she grows up and you see her misbehaving, You see her talking to, I mean, maybe the husband anyhow, or treat boys anyhow, or treat men anyhow. You won't know where it's coming from. Some of us will say, that's the mother's attitude, because when a child is bad, they give it to the mother. But when a child is good, they give it to the father. They would say, maybe that's how the mother behaves. But you won't know that that child is going through a trauma that has lived with her for a long time. For such child, for such a lady, depression has set in already. So it could be caused by that. It could be caused by brain structure. It could be caused by medical conditions. I must say to you today, there are lots of people that are in the isolation center, not because really they have the coronavirus. It could just be that the tests, after running that test, after just saying we want to do a coronavirus test on you, coronavirus has appeared on their body. The trauma. Somehow, before you know it, depression sets in. So there are several things that causes depression, but for the sake of today's topic, which is just a little touch of depression, I will talk more on what I call low self-esteem or being self-critical. Low self-esteem. This one is very common. When I say very common, very, very common amongst both Christians, both non-Christians, amongst the young, among the old. It's very common. Low self-esteem. On your own, you just see yourself and you put yourself so low, and before you know it, sadness begins to live inside of you. Before you blink, depression has set in. So I'm going to talk the causes based on this low self-esteem or you being self-critical. There are some of us, our marriages are fine. Our marriages are fantastic. We are having it good. To God be the glory. And there are some of us that our marriages are not going well the way we wished it, the way we planned it. And by that reason, you see yourself as nothing. You see yourself as an unfortunate human being. You begin to compare your marriage with another. May I announce to you that if you are not depressed already, you are very close to depression. Because the truth is, if you don't live in the house of people, you may never be able to tell what happens in their marriage. There are people who you see outside, their marriage looks good outside, but inside of the house, their marriage is hell on earth. So, when you find yourself in a marriage that is not too fantastic, don't condemn your marriage because you feel Mr. B and Mrs. C is doing well in their marriage. You don't know what happens in their home. Quite a number of them, they come out and pretend like all is well. But we know, for some of us, we do know that all is not well. So when you begin to build your relationship based on somebody's marriage, you will go into depression. You don't do that. Every marriage is peculiar. Every relationship is peculiar. You just cannot tell how I work my marriage. You cannot tell it by you being out there. Perhaps if you live inside my house, you can say, oh, I see how they wine together. I see how they... But the fact that you see us come out, maybe wearing the same attire, and we are smiling and laughing, that does not mean the marriage is fantastic. It could just be that when they are outside, they try not to put their dirty linen outside. When they come inside, they deal with their matters. So please, I beg you, these are little things that can lead you to depression. Do not compare your marriage with another. Then this other one, some of us have noticed that there are quite a number of our senior singles, older singles that are not married. A lot of them are depressed. A lot of them are depressed. And I can only say to you that you are not married at the age of 30, 35, 40. It might just be, it is not the time for you to. It could just be that the right guy has not found you. So instead of you thinking and killing yourself, why not channel that strength to working on yourself? Why not channel that strength in praying to God? Why not channel that strength in doing something that is positive? So, depression is very close. You are not you are single, you are of a marriageable age, and you are not married. And all you could do to yourself is, okay, somebody said, what's your definition of a good marriage? Good marriage is that marriage that happens between a man and a woman who has a lot of capacity to absorb their differences without getting a third party into it. A good marriage is that marriage where whenever anything goes wrong, both of them, they take responsibility. They work it out. Good marriage is not we wear the same clothes together. Good marriage is not we eat from the same plate. Good marriage is not we have joint accounts together. Good marriage is two people coming together who agrees that we are from a different background, but we are bonded together to absorb our differences and turn our differences, make it become a healthy relationship. And that's what it is. So when you hear a perfect marriage, a perfect home does not mean they don't have differences. They do. But the difference between the one we call perfect home and the non-perfect home is because one knows how to manage their differences while the other one makes noise about their differences. Okay? So, the third one is, some of us, and I'm speaking to those of us in the music line. This one is very common now. I kind of get a lot of people who suddenly wants to become the big name artist, who wants to be everywhere, who wants to be seen on TVs, on billboards and all that. And they are not happy with the achievements they have. They are not, God bless you, sir. Thank you, Pastor Nneji. I appreciate you, sir. Okay? They are not happy with their achievements. Sweetheart, if you're a musician, whether you are into photography, you are into whatever it is that you are doing, everything is time. Everything is time. I said to somebody, oh, everybody sees Lilian Nneji. Lilian Nneji. But quite a number of people do not know where I started from. A lot of people do not know the the hassles I've gone through. A lot of people do not know the price I've had to pay. There is a time of sowing, and there is a time to reap. So if you are sowing now, please sow. Don't get depressed. Don't feel bad because you feel your music has not gone out, or whatever it is that you are doing, people don't know you, or you are just not popular. That's not enough reason to condemn yourself. That's not enough reason to condemn yourself at all. That's not enough reason. Thank you, Pastor Val. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. So that's not enough reason to condemn yourself. What it simply means is, if you are not popular now, okay, just don't worry. The time cometh. Your time cometh. And when your time comes, nobody can stop you. If you see people who put their hands into one bad thing or the other, it's because they are looking for quick fame and quick wealth. If you are seeking for quick fame and quick wealth, the devil will locate you. And the devil has plenty of it to give to you. But can the devil give you anything good? No. The devil can't give you anything good. Because if he gives you with left hand, he will use the right hand to take it back. So don't be fame. How do I put it now? Don't seek fame by all means. I remember somebody saying to me, Mommy Lilian, I see the Lord is working with you. The Lord is taking you. The Lord is doing it. The Lord is, please show me the way. And I said, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And he said, no, not that kind of way. And I said, what other way? I don't know any other way. The only way I know is Jesus. So that's to tell you, people are looking for other ways to become what God has not even designed them to be. So please, don't do that. Maybe you don't want, maybe your friend graduated before you and you want to die. Maybe your friend got into a university before you. You want to kill yourself. You want to kill your, God bless you, Pastor. He said, don't be fame freak. That's it. That's the language. Your friend graduated before you. So what? Your friend got admission before you. So what? So what? Just know that whether we like it or not, as we speak, America is in another time. Nigeria is in another time. America cannot use Nigerian time. Nigeria cannot use American time. If you have that knowledge, you will not be moved with whatever anyone acquires around you. You will not be moved. Rather, you will even pray, Father, you that remembered Mr. A, remember me. You will not be moved at all. These are little things that gets us, worked up, and we just begin to seek what does not exist. That somebody has gotten it before you does not make you bad. Does not make you bad. One thing I'll keep saying, and I will continue to say, whenever I pass in front of any beautiful house, whenever I see that house, I look at it. I say, wow, this house is beautiful. This house is wonderful. I don't have the money to buy that kind of house now. My husband, we don't have that money to buy that kind of house now. But you see, one thing I said to myself is, as long as God liveth, no matter how it is, land cannot finish on this earth. If there are no lands to buy in Lagos, we will move to Ibadan. If land finishes in Ibadan, we will move to Ondo. If there is no land in Ondo, we will move to Osun. If there are no lands in Osun State, we'll move to Ekiti. If there are no lands in Ekiti, we move to Imo State. If there are no lands sometimes you need to stay away to everybody. If they're not, what does that tell you? It cannot finish. It cannot finish. So you need to just say that to yourself so that you don't get yourself, depressed over what is not. Then the other one is, somehow, I don't know whether you've noticed it, there are some ladies that guys love so well. You can see 10 guys pursuing one lady. And you will see one lady, no guy is pursuing her. And I'm saying that I kind of have a lot of them. Ladies, that 10 guys are pursuing one person and nobody is pursuing you, does not make you less beautiful. It does not make you less good. But rather, what it simply means is they don't have the person that God has made for you. That's the only person that will see what the rest cannot see. And you need to be intentional about it. The other one is, there are some of us that we put so much effort in what we do, but we get small results. We put so much effort and we get small results. It's enough to depress you. It's enough. It's enough to cause depression. Because when you see people who don't do as much as you do, and they earn bountifully, you begin to ask, what did this person do that I have not done? How come I'm not reaping same as the person is reaping? It's enough to make you depressed. But see, you just have to. You just have to. Because a lot of us are dying in silence. Not because we are not doing enough, but because we find ourselves comparing ourselves with people who, in our own definition, has gone ahead of us. And when you begin to compare yourself with that, if you're not careful, things just go wrong. Things just go wrong completely. So, now what is the solution? The solution is you. The solution is you. You have to make up your mind to be positive. You have to make up your mind to just be you. You have to make up your mind and say that I won't allow anything, make me feel low. I won't allow this low esteem thing to eat me up. You have to make up your mind. Just make up your mind. Then the other one is the friends, the people you mingle with, the kind of people you speak to, the kind of people you share your life experiences with, the people you call friends. Some people don't deserve to be in our lives as friends. Some people don't deserve to be called friends. Because instead of them making life better for you, they make life worse for you. When you have a friend who keeps, driving you crazy, how do they drive you crazy? They come to them and they say, I saw Lagbaja. Hey, if you see the kind of car he's driving, hey, Lagbaja has made it. Please, that information, did he give you that information to make you feel good or make you feel less that you are? So you need to be very cautious of the people you call friends. Some of them are on assignment in our lives. Some of them have this assignment to either make life difficult for us by the words of their mouth. Time is not on my side. Let me run through 10 tablets that you need to keep your mind clean. The 10 tablets that you need to keep your mind clean. Number 1 is find a positive friend. Find yourself a positive friend. You don't need to have 20. You don't need to have 30. You don't need to have 40. Some of us, we keep these friends because maybe when we are having parties so that we have people to invite and all that. It's good. They're not doing you any harm. But just spot on that one that you know that no matter how bad, no matter what it is that you find yourself in, I can always speak to this person. You need such friend. Everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. There is somebody for you. There is somebody who is willing to listen. There is somebody who is willing to help. There is somebody who is willing to hold your hands and say, it's just going to be okay. You need such person. So find a positive friend. The second one is smile always. A lot of people, you say to me, I smile always. Why won't I smile? It keeps me going. I smile. I laugh. I laugh. Because out of what is inside of you is what comes out. So I take in a lot of joy inside of me. I take in a lot of happiness. I take in a lot of positives. I take in a lot so that when it will come out, let it come out with joy. Let it come out with smiles. Let good things come out of me. So smile always. Then number 3, be in competition with yourself. Be in competition with yourself. Stop this envy game. Stop this envy game. One of these days, I'll speak on this envy thing. Stop this envy game, right? Just be in competition with yourself. Keep working to be better. Keep working to be your best. Keep working. Keep working to be your best. Be better than what you were yesterday. Keep working. Whatever you need to put it in. Just keep working. Get better. Let people see you and say, wow, you are amazing this time around. Last week, you weren't this good. But today, just keep becoming better. You are in competition with yourself and not with anybody. Don't be in competition with anybody. It is not healthy. It is not healthy at all. Then the other one is spot your passion and follow it. If your passion is music, follow your passion. Once upon a time, it was like it was not going to be, because I know what I had in me. I knew what the passion was, but I didn't have the wherewithal to carry that passion out. But did I stop? No, I kept on. I didn't stop. I kept moving. I kept moving. I kept moving. I kept moving until I got to where and have I stopped? No, I'm still moving because I had a clue of where I'm going to. So I will continue to strive. I'll keep moving. So pursue it, follow it. You are the one who has the blueprint of your life. You are the one who is carrying the map of your life. God gave it to you. It is you who has the original copy. Every other person, your friends, they have photocopy. Photocopy cannot stand. The original copy is with you. You have the blueprint. So pursue your passion. Follow it until you get to where the Lord wants you to get to. Then the other one is, like I said, don't envy anyone. Rather, use them as a positive ladder to grow. If you find somebody who is better than you, let me tell you, that has done me a lot of good. And people who are close to me, they know. When I know that you are better than me in a field, honestly speaking, I will not leave you. I will not leave you. What am I doing? I will continue to pray to love that gift inside of you. And I won't stop. If I love you 10%, I will increase the love to 50%. What you love somehow makes you. What you want to become is about how much more you go after it. So when you find somebody who is better than you, don't envy. Don't envy the person. If you envy the person, you will end up losing out. So do not envy. Don't live in envy. Most people who live in envy, they amount to nothing. They amount to nothing. They amount to nothing completely. So don't live in envy. Rather, if you find somebody who is better than you, use that person as a point of contact when you are praying. Say, Father, you that has taken Mr. B to this height, Lord, please take me to that height and take me above that height. Then call yourself good names. Call yourself good names. When you speak to yourself, call yourself a royalty. Call yourself a king. Call yourself a chosen generation. Call yourself good names, positive names. Don't say, I am a failure. Don't say, I cannot make it. Don't say, I cannot do well. Don't condemn yourself. Then the other one is discover your inner strength. For every man, there is an inner strength. There is something you can do so well that you don't need anybody, you don't need any help from anybody. You alone, you are self-sufficient in that area. Discover that strength. Discover it. Then number 8, decide to be kind even when people do you evil. When people do you evil, don't worry. Just be kind to them all. Be kind to them. Be kind to everyone. No matter how much evil they do to you, it is not a reason for you to say, I want to pay back. No. Be kind to everyone. Unfortunately, there are people that you are kind to. They are still the people that are doing you evil. There are people that you are kind to. They are still the people lobbying to see your downfall. But you know what? You don't have to pay them for evil for evil. Continue to be kind. Continue to be kind. Your kindness one day will speak. Okay, Adeleke Benga says I should show them. Yes, I'm showing you kindness today, but you have to go to Instagram. There will be a giveaway tonight. Go to Instagram. If you are not following, follow on Instagram, and there's going to be kindness today on my Instagram page. Okay. Now, number 9, strive to be a better version of you. Strive to be a better version of you. Hey, my darling sister Becky Bukola, God bless you, ma. Thank you for joining. Strive to be a better version of you. This version you see today, I'm striving to become better. I don't need to be like anybody. I don't need to look like anybody. But I want to be a better version of what I am, of who I am. So I will keep striving. I will keep working. I will keep trusting and hoping that I will become better, right? And the last one, never allow people's opinion about you to form you. No matter how righteous you are, you will find people who will hate you. No matter how good you are, you will find people who will not like you. No matter how wonderful you are, there are people who will still condemn you. So, do not allow people's opinion form you. Rather, the opinion of God will make a whole lot good for you. Thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you. So I look forward to having us again in our next edition, and which I will try and attend to so many other questions I'm not being able to. But I thought I needed to speak on depression today and to encourage one or two persons that you just feel nothing good is happening to you. I'm here to say to you, you are fantastic. You are a fantastic person. You are a great person. You are a great guy. You are a great lady. You are just you. There is no photocopy of you. You are wonderful the way you are. You are just okay the way you are. All right. So those of us on Facebook, if you are not following me yet on Instagram, sorry about that. But I'll be doing a giveaway today on my Instagram page. So you can follow me there, and you never can tell. You might just be one of the persons who will be going away with our giveaway prizes. Thank you so much. Thank you for staying with Dr. Lee. It's amazing time with you once more, and I love you. Mwah. Bye.